Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. How about going and grabbing a cuppa and we'll have a bit of a chat about what I've been up to this week, some sew talk and sew talk as in gardening. What a glorious day it is out here. In Melbourne, we have got a 27-degree day here for spring. It is just magnificent. The sun is shining, the birds are tweeting, and it's just so nice to be let out of lockdown and really feel invigorated. And I've had my hair done. I had one of my best friends over yesterday who is a hairdresser. It was so nice to see her and to have the hair done. So you just feel refreshed and a bit of colour. Those pesky greys are going away for a bit longer, I think. So yeah, I've got a fair bit to show you here. A little bit of pattern inspiration, some new things in the mail as well to show you. And I want to show you a bit around the garden, what I've been doing. And also, I've had a lot of bird life. If you can see here, I've got a little tray of seed for wild birds and parrots. I've had a few king parrot birds been visiting, and I'm going to show you a bit of footage of one particular parrot that's been visiting in the morning. I've been leaving a bit of seed out for her. It's a female, and she's just beautiful. She was actually in about arm's length away from me, and she was very, very friendly. So I've been leaving little trays of seed around just to encourage more and more bird life. So yeah, she's beautiful. It's amazing, isn't it, how reconnecting with family and friends is really what you miss most. I think we all miss, going out to the shops, a bit of retail therapy and window shopping. But really, that connecting with friends and family is just nothing beats it. As far as seeing someone in person, you can chat on the phone, you can chat online, but it's not the same as seeing someone that you love. Just to reconnect with. So I've seen a couple of best friends this week. As I said, I saw my hairdresser friend last night, and one of my other best friends I saw on Sunday, and she has actually lost 42 kilos in the last year. And because of lockdown, I haven't seen her hardly at all through the year. We've just been speaking on the phone, and that was amazing to see just how healthy she's feeling. And I ended up giving her quite a large portion of my wardrobe. I actually did a huge clear out because, look, this channel is all about learning how to sew, creating your own wardrobe. And I know I do make a lot of clothing, and a lot of which I don't get to wear. I try and make things that I will wear. But some of those things have been there, 2 or 3 years and haven't had a lot of wear. And now that she fits into that size, I just think it's a great way of repurposing. And I gave her a huge running rack full of clothes to try on. And she just feels fantastic. So it's really nice to see things going to someone that's going to love them. So today I'm wearing, this is probably about 3, maybe 4-year-old top. And this was one of the Athena cacao patterns. Athena, of course, isn't doing patterns anymore, but she was doing a test for this pattern. Pesky fly. She was doing a test of this pattern and it actually didn't get released. So I got to make up, it's just a smock style blouse. And I really love the fabric. This is just from Spotlight. It's a cotton lawn. It's a really nice, bright, vibrant print and like a bell sleeve. I love wearing it. Now we've got a plane. There's been kids playing at the front. There's a plane. There's been a tractor go past. It's all happening here. So bear with me. So I love wearing this. I love the color combination. I'm really into anything that's different color combinations than the usual. I just think it's, I love like blue and green together, like a bright cobalt blue and an apple green. That looks fantastic. But how gorgeous does the aqua and orange look with a splash of pink? So love all those different color combinations. Now, any of you that are watching that aren't subscribed, I know there's a lot of you that tune in every week that haven't subscribed to the channel. I would really appreciate that because it does help the channel to grow and the algorithm, and people get to find the channel easier the more people we have subscribed to it. So that is such a huge help to the channel. And also, if you don't want to miss out on episodes, you need to hit that little bell to be notified whenever I release a new episode. So what came this morning, the postman brought me a brand new book that's been released from Cashmerette Patterns. I've been waiting for this fantastic book all about how to fit patterns, and it's sizes 16 to 36 or 12 to 32 US. So I am just on the start of their size range, but I still think that a lot of their patterns are drafted for that more curvier body. There's certain styles that just don't work on a curvier body and some that just do. And I just think Cashmerette have really nailed it with their patterns. Jenny Rushmore is just a wealth of information. I'm going to have a good run through this book myself, a good read through, and I'm going to be doing a whole episode on this book and on the patterns inside, because I think that way, if you see what the book comprises of, what patterns there are, it's going to make you either want it or not want it, depending on what there is in there. But I think it's got a lot of valuable information, and I think these books are always great to have, you know, in your pattern stash there, because you know, things like fitting, it's great to have something to refer back to. From the look of it, some of these pictures are fantastic, and they give you guides to how to fit things like pant fitting and full bust adjustments. So we'll go through that. That'll be happening very shortly, but I've got links for that book below if you're interested. I purchased mine from Booktopia here in Australia, but you can get it from any good bookstore, especially being online. There's a great range of bookstores that you can source that one from. So very excited to see what that's got in it. Now, a couple of weeks ago, there was a big spotlight pattern sale, and that's when I tend to go a little bit crazy and grab a few different patterns. I think there was like 3 for $15, and anyone that lives here in Australia knows how expensive paper patterns can be. So there's a few that I grabbed. A couple were especially for inspiration for Sewciety 21 hashtag. Now, most of you would know what that is by now. There is a huge competition running on the channel that the lovely Gabrielle from Cloth Edit is sponsoring, with some gorgeous fabrics, and also some fantastic indie pattern companies are giving prizes away too. So there are 3 great prizes. That's running till the 7th of November. It's over on Instagram. Just need to look up that Sewciety hashtag, and also tag myself, Dahlia Sewciety, and Gabrielle at Cloth Edit to be in the running, and make sure your entry is up so we can all see it. And I think it's great that we can all check out what everyone's been sewing, because you really do find inspiration that way when you see what other people have been making. So what have I purchased here? There's been a couple of dress patterns and a couple of shirt patterns. Firstly, we've got a Simplicity 8872, a really lovely looking smock style dress. Now, I particularly love that sleeveless version. I think that long maxi dress and a beautiful floaty rayon will be lovely. I'll show you the line drawings on the back so you can see. And yeah, there's quite a few variations there for all seasons. I know I've got a little bit of a fabric haul coming in the next couple of weeks. There's some beautiful new rayon fabrics that Spotlight had actually put out with some Indigenous prints from Indigenous artists, which I think is fantastic. They've got a lot of the stories behind the artwork and what it represents to them. So I am really interested to show you guys that range. So that is from Spotlight. So I'll hopefully have that here next week to show you guys. So I'm thinking one of those rayons will be perfect in one of those dresses. The next one is another Simplicity pattern. Now, I have seen someone make this. I can't think of it if it's Jen from Jen's Sewing Room. I will look that up, but this is a really pretty dress. I especially love that little flutter sleeve. It's a Simplicity S8888, and that is a really pretty dress. It's actually saying, chambray, chamoose, cotton lawn, crepe de chine, Swiss gauze, light linen, shirting, silky voile. So quite a lot of different range of fabrics to use for that. And there's a line drawing for that one too. That is a really lovely, simple pattern. I just like the fall of the skirt there and the side splits. It's a really simple but lovely looking dress. The next is Simplicity 8833, and that one I think is a really unusual neckline. It's got the button front with a kind of a V-neck. The buttons at the front, and also a little puff sleeve. There's quite a few sleeve variations on that one as well. And the tie weight, and you can actually make that in the fuller skirt with a little frill around the bottom. That will be a lovely little dress. Ever get the time to make all this up? It's just it's all about time, isn't it? There's never enough time to make all these beautiful things. This McCall's pattern is 8033, and I love that beautiful scoop neck with the button front. I think that's a really pretty dress. It's saying lawn, crepe, gauze, cottons, and you can put contrast of lace on that as well. So I'll show you the line drawings for that one. But yeah, that's a really simple dress pattern. I love it when they give things like this names. That one's called the Sophia by McCall's Patterns, and that way I'll remember it. If it's got a name, I'll remember it. If it doesn't, I will never remember the number. The next one is a really simple, like a sheath style dress. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the Wixton shift dress. It's S8981, and I just think it'll be really lovely to showcase a nice print. Although it does have a seam down the front, it's pretty easy to pattern match when this is one simple seam. But I really like the sleeves on that, and I think that would be a really nice basic kind of a shift style dress. I can see that in a lovely light linen as well for summer. Now, a bit of shirt sewing inspiration. There's a couple of these I've already shown you, but this was actually suggested by a viewer, and it's the McCall's 6891. It's a really classic style shirt dress. It's the Palmer Pledge, which is also very famous for tissue fitting. So I think we'll know it'll fit really, really well to the body, being that they've put a lot more thought maybe into the fitting techniques of when they've styled this. But I really like version D down the bottom with that kind of cuffed sleeve and like an A-line kind of fuller skirt. So that's a really nice shirt dress. You can never have enough shirt dress patterns. The next one is the McCall's Alexis. That way I'll remember that too. This is a really lovely, very similar to that, but not with the seam. It has no seam around the middle. So it's more of a straight shirt dress. So 8031 has got a lot of variations on the back. I'll show you just how many variations there are there. So I think that's a really nice simple dress, and I could see that especially in maybe more of a cotton or linen fabric as well. I love that, just a basic plain khaki. I think that'll look really nice as well. Some nice buttons. And then we've got the Simplicity 8983, which is another very classic style shirt dress, but more of a like an A-line with that little pleat detail in the front, almost like a tunic style. So not with the buttons right down the front, you've just got the top little placket there. So if you're wanting something without the button through, and you've got that really nice back pleat detail as well. I'll show you the line drawings on the back, and you can also make that just in the blouse or the tunic style dress too. Now, I've shown you this one before. This one was Polly's favorite pick with the McCall's Josie 8030. It's got like a mandarin style collar, or you can put just a basic collar on there as well, the collar stand. Shading fabric, poplin, linen, seersucker would be really nice in this. I love that tail hem as well, the bottom. So that one, she loves that. So I'm really keen to try that. And then we've got the Butterick 6702, which I think I've shown you this one before. I love that handkerchief hem. I've seen a really lovely Dolce & Gabbana, I think it was, did a dress, the shirt dress with a handkerchief hem. It was a little tad longer than that, but it looks beautiful. It was really lovely with a belt as well. So you can never go past a shirt dress. And the last one that I chose was the Vogue pattern. I love a good Vogue pattern. This is the 1747 Vogue. You've got quite a few variations on this as well. I really love their packet envelopes, what they've done with them lately. They've made them really a lot larger and a lot more appealing. The way that they've been photographed, and maybe the fabrics they've used, they're just a tad more stylish looking. I think they've really got the edge on the other patterns. Yeah, so there's the different variations. You'll see you can make quite a few different variations on that. But I just recently saw in a catalogue a dress very similar to this. It was about 299 Australian dollars, and I just think, wow, that is exactly the same pattern as far as styling goes. I could really replicate that dress. Yeah, probably make it a lot cheaper than $300. So that's the beauty of sewing, isn't it? You can really cater and choose fabrics to the style that you want and put your own spin on a creation maybe that you've seen that maybe a bit more affordable that way, but also knowing that you put a beautiful quality fabric into it and put that craftsmanship and time makes it all worthwhile. The Starlight Kenny woven shirt is the next one I want to make. This I've got printed out already to make up. I'm just deciding on fabric. I really want a really light cotton voile fabric, but I would love to have a plain, kids across the road, plain fabric that I can show that detail of the collar, but not being able to get back in store till Saturday. A lot of the shops are opening, so I might leave that one on hold until next week till I can find a plain fabric, because I think with a pattern that collar is going to get lost and disappear, and I really want to make it part of a feature. And I've noticed the Friday Pattern Company have come up with a brand new shirt blouse called I think it's the patina blouse. I love that. It's very similar to this. The collar's a little tad different. It's a bit more simple, maybe a bit more boxy, but you can do it in the long and short sleeve as well. So yeah, I'm really keen on making both of those. Now, I am thinking about Christmas already. I know I've told you guys about a new Vlogmas coming out, 12 days of giveaways. It's going to be very, very exciting. I've got a lot of our favorite fabric stores and some patterns to give away. Fabric stores are donating vouchers. It's going to be so exciting. I know a lot of you, the viewers, are really excited about this being randomly drawn every day as well. So I'm going to be opening up some advent calendars, especially the Kylie Machine labels. A lot of you went on to purchase those calendars, but I can't wait to open up and see what's in there. Now, I do love a good handmade earring. As you can see, I've got ones on here today that my lovely daughter Charlotte has made. They're made out of polymer clay. And this was a really fun thing for her to do over lockdown, just to keep her entertained. She's actually nearly finished her teaching degree. She's going to be doing early childhood. Yeah, so she's on her last placement very shortly in the new year, and she would love to get into teaching kindergarten kids. But at the moment, she's just got a job doing before and after school while she completes her degree. So yeah, she's really finding the earring making a fun thing to do, and I have got a favourite Instagram lady called Artsy Shiny Cloud. Now, Zula is just the most talented earring maker out there. I just think she puts so much effort into her earrings, and the beautiful way she wraps up her passes as well. You always get little goodies in there, little lollies. So I love little treats like that and things. And also, I couldn't resist. I had to buy 2 pairs. So these are Christmas earrings because I'm a huge Christmas earring fan. And look, I do love watching Kath and Kim. That's the Australian version of Kath and Kim. They're heading for 20 years old, some of those episodes, but I do love Kath's earring style. She's hilarious. And it reminds me of being back in the 80s. We had the big earrings. We had like fry pans and telephones and novelty earrings. But the polymer clay are like little works of art. I'm going to show you what she's sent me here. I've purchased the babushkas. I just think these little Christmas babushkas are just adorable. And some Christmas wrens. I just think, look at those. They are so beautiful. I will be wearing those for Christmas. My daughter Phoebe actually bought me a pair of the Christmas wreaths last year, and I wore them on Christmas Day. But they're really special. Yeah, I'm going to be wearing those for my special Vlogmas Christmas editions of Dahlia Society. One of my other daughters, Eliza, has just finished her occupational therapy degree. She's actually just been offered a job doing community OT. That will be a lot of it around the region we live. So she's really, really excited about it. So everyone's, it's getting some great jobs. So it's really, really exciting for the twins. They've been working really hard for the past 4 years, and to see that light at the end of the tunnel and having some great jobs to step into, I think they're very lucky, but they've also worked really hard to get there. So I'm really proud of them for getting there. Such a beautiful time of year, especially for getting out in the garden. We've been planting a lot of veggie seedlings. Hubby's been out there busily doing that. Well, I've been doing the purchasing and he's been doing the planting. So I'll say it's a team effort, but anyway, and we've actually just joined up Diggers Club. Now, a lot of you guys might already be Diggers Club members. If you're not, I'll link that below as well, because Diggers Club is great. It's an online and a shop as well, a physical store. I think when we went to Adelaide a couple of years ago, the Botanic Gardens there, they did have a Diggers Club shop, which is fantastic. So if you're in South Australia, I would definitely recommend heading in there. But the Diggers Club is like a subscription. It lasts for 2 years, and they will send you things like heirloom seeds for like tomatoes. I've got the tomato black cherry, the eggplant, and this one is the lettuce gold rush. So they do send you some heirloom seeds. Every quarter you do get a great magazine. It's full of gardening information, and also part of your membership you do get a calendar as well. And it also tells you each month what to sow, what the best in your region, what's going to be best to be planted and harvested as well. So they also have, there's 3 different gardens, homestead gardens in Victoria that you can visit to go for open days and for picnics as well. So I'm really excited to go and visit one of those over the holidays. I'll definitely be taking you guys for a wander around these beautiful gardens to show you exactly what there is. I just think there's nothing better than walking around a garden and just breathing that fresh air and seeing all the beautiful flowers. It's really a great place to unwind and maybe something a bit different. And I think a lot of people at the moment are enjoying the whole picnicking outside, outdoors, and connecting with family and friends that way. It's a bit safer at the moment, and also a great way to get out in the sunshine. It's always really good for you. We all need a bit of sunshine. I think after being locked up for so long, the sun is so beautiful and healing. But remember the sunscreen and the hats, because the sun's a lot stronger than what I remember. And if you're like me and you burn easily, well, you must remember that. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of footage around the garden. I hope you enjoy. And also I've got brand new pattern releases coming up for November. That's really exciting to see what's coming out. And also, as I said, a fabric haul that'll be really exciting as well, to hopefully encourage and inspire you all to get your sewing machines out. So thanks for watching. Take care and happy sewing, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. These are my beautiful sweet peas. I actually planted these seeds back in March, which was St. Patrick's Day, and the smell of these is amazing. So I can't wait till they all bloom. I can bring them inside and pop them in a vase. We've got some colour lilies over near the little pond, and some gorgeous Chinese lanterns. I think a lot of you guys in the US call these maples, flowering maples. So it's doing really nicely there. Got some ferns planted, and we've just planted a Daphne, because I love the scent of a Daphne, and some new hydrangeas. We've got a purple and a red, so really excited to see how these guys look when they're flowered up. Got some hydrangeas ready to bloom any day now, looking beautiful. Grapevines looking beautiful. The flowers on the end of these are absolutely beautiful smell. They don't actually fruit, they are ornamental, but really nice shade that they give over the pergola. And we've got our little seating area out here, and a little fountain, which has just got like a little solar fountain in there. Meg, got some lavender, a little succulent garden there. A lot of the liliums are ready to erupt as well. Been busily planting some new herbs. Got chives, some parsley, some cucumbers, lots of lettuce, and lots of tomatoes as well. And the basil, it's a good companion plant for that. Hubby's just made up this great looking frame for the tomatoes to grow up, and some rocket as well. So that's really exciting. Hey Meg?